Welcome. It is September, so it's time to share my September newsletter. And I'm just trying to find like a good lighting spot in my house. Uh, Obviously not backlit. All right. This is my yoga space, actually. Let's just share that quick. So I moved my yoga space from a back office to here, which is also the playroom, but you can't tell that when I actually record. So let's just set you down here. This seems like a good spot, and talk through the September newsletter. I actually didn't do this last month, this video thing, but that's okay. Just busyness, time, life. I'm actually doing this like 4 days later after writing my newsletter. So let's get to it. Welcome. This is the Ashes Yoga newsletter, and I send this every month. And it is not best practices for every single person's business, but honestly, that's fine. I do this because I like doing it. And if I'm not having fun or enjoying the process and what I'm creating, then I don't want to do it. So I enjoy creating a newsletter that has a ton of different things on it every single month. I only send this at the beginning of the month, so you get it once. And then there might be other emails that actually have a focus, which is best practices usually is stick to one topic for one email. But you know what? You get this if you are subscribed. If you're not, you can actually click on this subscribe here if you would like. This is a public page that I will also share when I share this video, so you can check it out. So what I do when I start, I just label it Ashes Yoga September newsletter. I put an emoji that relates with the month, and today it's back to school, so you get a notebook emoji. And then first of all, in the beginning, I always talk about a personal update, just like a small, quick personal update. I actually did quite a few adventures, but the funnest one or most fun that I wanted to share was actually two things. Number one, I finished up my 10-week training program with Bodyweight Brigade, and it was so great. I was able to do pull-ups and dips and ring dips, and I made so much great progress. I was even asked if I wanted to do a third round, which I am still contemplating. Let's just get through the first couple weeks of September and then I'll check back in. But I did end up going into the mountains and running a race, a Ragnar relay race in the mountains, which means there were 3 different loops that each of the 8 people did, an 8-mile, a 5-mile, a 3-mile. And it was just an all over really fun and beautiful time. I loved it. So it was a highlight of my October, no, of August, the highlight of August. And then this week, Ezra started first grade, and it's been going really well. So he started first grade on Tuesday, and Felix is back in his daycare or preschool. I guess it's more like a preschool, and they're doing great. And we had such a wonderful summer break. So as we go down, now there's the business updates, yoga updates. First of all, I always share morning movement and meditation. It's still a thing. I have been doing 30-minute morning movement and meditation for 5.5 years, almost 6 years now. And I'm still doing it. I love it. It's something that I will continue to do. It is free to join or pay what you want. There's no expectation. I don't check payments. I don't care. Just join me. And I'm also doing hour-long power yoga classes. So if you want to be led through a transformative, stronger practice a little bit longer, you can jump in on Thursdays. And as of right now, I have 5 replays up of hour-long classes. Now, I don't usually recommend that hour-long classes are, where you should start or what you should focus on, because for online classes, that's kind of long. But I've been doing 30 minutes for so long, and we have so many of those that I thought it would be fun to add in a mix of a few longer classes if that's what you'd be interested in. So you can check that out. It starts with our morning movement practice and then leads into a stronger type of practice. So that's on Thursdays, and it's great. It's never more than an hour. It's like 55 minutes. So feel free. The replay library, I can't click on this and show you, but I do have a replay library you can join for $25 a month. It includes all my morning yoga practices, chair yoga, yoga sculpt from the past. I did that for a couple years. So there's like 80 some replays of 30-minute yoga sculpt. That's yoga with weights. And now my hour-long power yoga classes. So you'll see those all in the library. You can join that for $25 a month, or there's an option to join for $100 for 6 months. if you just want to, if you want to save some money and be in it for a while. Not a requirement to join that if you want to join live, but I just know that 6 a.m. doesn't work for everybody. And sometimes you want to do yoga practices at different times. So this is always like the first announcement or first thing I share in this newsletter. Then we move down to the other ways that you can work with me. Designing awesome emails is like, this is a big phrase, but really I actually have a mini membership called the Creator Club, where we work through content creation. And I do this once or twice a month. It's just like a mini thing. We get on Zoom for like an hour or 90 minutes and talk about a specific topic. Actually, coming up next is next week, we're doing profile photos and cover photos. So updating your profile photo, best practices, how you can make it look good and stand out, and then how to also update your cover photos for social media. So that's a topic. We've done topics like voiceover basics and designing a flyer, designing workbooks, and and actually what this a lot of times is like Canva 101, so how to work in Canva online. So we will be working with Canva quite a bit in the Creator Club. And that's just a mini tiny membership, but it's also included in Ash's Academy, which is my primary membership. That's probably what I need to be talking about the most. It's more so if Ash's Academy, the full-on business transformation, coaching calls, all the things, if that is not what you need, or if you feel like that's not the level you're at and you need something simpler, I would join the Creator Club. But otherwise, Ash's Academy is my primary place where I work with people. There is a monthly rate, there's a lifetime rate, pay in full rate, and it comes with online courses, a community, coaching calls, group coaching calls, a Facebook group, all of the things to help you to be your best in business. And we check in frequently. We've had lots of different check-ins every single Friday, and sometimes I grab some of those for people who are having sharing some good wins. I like that Rachel's just, I am having an amazing week. I don't know why. She just said she's just having an amazing week. And then people making progress. And we celebrate the small stuff too. It's not just the thousands of dollars or the brand new things that are coming up, but also just celebrate the little things like coming back and recommitting, or telling us what you're going to do so we can help celebrate you, because it's better to do this in a community than by yourself. And entrepreneurship can be lonely. All right. And then the last way to work with me, or another way to work with me, is Ash's Accelerator. Is this an actual way to accelerate your progress? I don't know, but some people think it is. I do think Ash's Academy is the best place, but Accelerator is not a program. It is working one-on-one with me. So you will get, what it is a high-touch one-on-one coaching program. So program in the way that it's designed to help you to focus and stay accountable individually with me. And actually, I have to change this because it's not 8 weeks. It's actually, you get 8 coaching calls, individual coaching calls, within 12 to 6 week span of time. So we might change it to 16 weeks because every other week calls work better than weekly from my schedule, and because just a timing type of schedule. So it would be a 16-week thing with 8 coaching calls every other week at any time that you want, anytime you need. It doesn't matter what time zone you are in. I'll make it work. And then you get daily accountability too through text message access with me. So that's what the Accelerator program is. It's not for those who want the next level, but it might be if you're saying you got to a point where you just need a little more, or you see something that I'm doing and you really want to do that, but it's not something I teach in one of my courses, then this would be for you. And the price really depends on what you're looking for as far as how much time you're looking for. We might have a couple options. Like if you're looking for 8 weeks with like 4 calls versus 8 calls in 16 weeks, or you can be ongoing. So you can even add on after that a monthly type of thing. So we're still kind of working that out, but it's on an individual basis. So you have to apply, and then we talk through what will work for you. So that's why there's no price listed here, because it's not the same for everybody. I will tell you, it starts at $2,000. And then after that, we chat. Okay. And then, here, this was a webinar I did last month. that I would love for you to watch the replay. I've never presented this before. It was something I did brand new. And I think I do need to present it again live because it was really good. And I didn't do this for my own audience. I did this on behalf of Offering Tree for Alternative Balance, which is a insurance company. So it was through a couple different people. But I just loved the topic and I created this stack method. It's like a 5-part method to reduce overload, reduce overwhelm, and focus on teaching and serving. And there were some really good tips in there that I shared that I think you should watch. I think you should take notes. Check it out. This is just a link to the unlisted YouTube video, so you don't have to sign up for it. You just watch it. And I am going to be hosting a virtual summit. Oh, but this is going to be a lot of work. It's coming soon. I was thinking October 23rd and 24th. What I need to do in this next week is solidify some speakers. If you're interested, there's a speaker application, but I'm only taking on like 6 people. And I really want experts at the specific topic. So if you think, well, I could teach on something, but it has nothing to do with the business that I run. No, I want it to be people who are experts and have something to sell and promote. I actually want to highlight people in the yoga sequencing world. So those who actually teach sequencing and you teach yoga class creation. So likely people who are teacher trainers who can help newer teachers or teachers who aren't teacher trainers to enhance their class planning and communication. So really highly focused on sequencing, meaning class building, not anything else. And this is going to be really fun. I just need to do a little bit more planning with this. It is a bigger project, but my plan is a free live event the 23rd and 24th with speakers coming in and teaching on various topics. And then I'll be there too to answer questions and ask questions and stuff too. So that'll be really cool. We have a lot of speakers who have already applied, but we are looking for maybe a variety of topics or specific topics that still need to be filled that haven't come up yet. So I may have to be reaching out to people individually. And then I told Leslie I would give her a shout out. So she is starting a 300-hour teacher training. And I said I'd shout her out in my newsletter because Leslie is the second admin in the yoga sequencing Facebook group that I have. If you're not in it, it's yoga sequencing and teaching tips. And she's just a wealth of knowledge. She is amazing. She teaches teachers how to teach. So she is the trainer of the teachers, whereas I am mostly the coach, the trainer of the online teaching, and not the teaching component, but the online systems. So that is what I enjoy. And so if I can highlight other people who are doing something complementary, like Leslie is, then I'm happy to do so. So she's starting a 300-hour training program, and you can book a call or read about it. And then I've got my other resources and recommendations. Of course, I still use the Rode microphones. I still use Offering Tree and recommend it. And I wanted to give a last shout out to Bodyweight Brigade. They're so fun. Shimmy is doing such fun things with Instagram and her posts and how she's giving shout outs to people. So that's just something to check out anyway on Instagram. Even from like an overview perspective, seeing how she's using Instagram to enhance her body weight. It's not a yoga studio at all. Nothing to do with yoga. It's a body weight training gym for women. So it's great. And that's it for September. There's a couple other things I would have loved to highlight or shout out. Like I got a couple products in the mail. One was a screen mirroring thing for my phone. It's in my office. And I also am opening up my YouTube course again. So if you're still watching this, because it's the end, I'm opening up my YouTube course again for like a couple days, because those who are going through these 8 weeks of YouTube coaching with me are just like making so much progress, and they're doing so well. And so that is one thing I want to bring back for just my email list or a couple people. If you're like, hey, I want to join, or I missed the deadline, or hey, I wasn't ready a couple months ago, but now I am, then watch your email for that. That's it for the September newsletter. That's it. And this is something actually I hope that a lot of you can do is if you do create a newsletter, or If you don't really know what to share online, just tell us what's happening, what's coming up for you. What are you teaching? What classes do you have coming up? Give us some behind the scenes, because the way that I presented and shared this through video is a lot different experience than if you're just reading it, because I gave you some, um, different voice inflections and different insights and thoughts that were beyond just what was written. So I didn't just read my newsletter. I went through it, yes, but I added a little bit more and I expanded. So if that's something you enjoy, it might be something that your audience will enjoy too, and you might try it. All right, maybe it's going to be a homework inside the YouTube course group for students. I like to give little mini video homework assignments. And I think the next one coming up is going to be share a video of what you have coming up, like a newsletter video. They're great. All right, that's it for today. And stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, all that kind of things, for more insights for yoga teachers, for helpful tips, and for guidance. And if you're interested in any of the things in my newsletter, I'm just going to link the newsletter so you can open it and click to the things that you want. I hope to see you in Ash's Academy. That is the primary place that I work and I am most of the time. But also, if you join someplace else, that's cool too. So I'll see you later, and go off and have a wonderful day.